Good day everyone. Today we are presenting the international trade of France. My name is Tan Ke Sing, metric number 263177.
My name is Ha Kay Lee, metric number 263221.
So in this report, we are mainly concerned on the international trade, which are France ongoing throughout the year with other countries. Besides, we also will discuss about the competitive on how French top 10 export categories account in and out of with other countries. So last, we also will talk about problem occur in international trade of France as it is a major actor in global trade, and we also will provide solution to overcome those problems. So international trade is the heart of the global economy, which represents major part of world economy. International trade is the activity that includes exchange of capital, goods and services across international borders. The reason why country trade is to obtain goods and services they cannot produce themselves due to lack of resources or capacity to maximum their satisfactions, or because other nations can produce goods and services at a lower cost compared with their own country. So France is the world exporter and the sixth importer of merchandise. According to World Bank in year 2018, trade of France represents more than 60% of the country GDP. The chronology of international trade of France is after World War II, the French government saw that closer connection to Germany would bring political security and greater economic strength. Thus, the European Coal and Steel Community will form which brought the two countries and other European nations into a consultative body to discuss about the production of steel and coal. France shipped $555.1 billion worth of goods around the globe in 2019. 64.3% of French export by value were delivered to fellow European countries, while 17.4% were sold to importers in Asia. Besides, 62.6% of French total imports value in 2019 were purchased from fellow European countries. Asian trade partners supplied to 21.7% of import purchases by France, while 7.6% were originated from North America. So France as supplier, which is France export goods and services to importers country. A country that import goods and services from France are Germany, which represents 14.1%, and following by US, Italy, Spain, Belgium, UK. The top 10 export of France represent 18.1% of GDP in 2019. The top 10 export is machinery, including computer, which represent 12.1% of total export, following by aircraft, spacecraft, 9.6%. It is the third fastest gain in value, and vehicle, electrical machinery, pharmaceuticals, and represent 6.4% of total export. It is a faster grower among the top 10 export category. And plastic, perfume, cosmetic, beverage, spirit, vinegar, optical, technical, medical apparatus, and it represents 3.2% of total export and is a second improving export sales. And finally is the mineral fuel, including oil, which is 2.8%, and it is the only one decliner in the export. So next is the top 10 import. It accounts for 62.3% of the overall value of its product purchases from other countries. So the good that import from other countries to French is machinery, including computer, which is present 13.1% of total import, following by vehicle, mineral fuel, including oil, which is 10.3%, and it is the largest decline in import. And electrical machinery, pharmaceuticals, plastic and plastic article, which is 3.8%, and it is the second decline in import. That is technical, medical apparatus. Next, aircraft, spacecraft, and organic chemical, which is 2.4%, and it's the third decline in import. And last, clothing accessories such as not lace or crochet. So I will pass to next presenter.
Now I will continue with the presentation. I will now talk about the issues happening in international trade in France. So in the context of protectionist tension from the United States, the tax of digital transaction promulgated in July 2019 and affecting massive business in the sector GAFA may want to give upward push to reprisal against French products as threatened with the aid of President Donald Trump. The first, France registered a robust structural exchange deficit. The stability of products and services excluding energy has become negative as the deficit in manufactured goods keeps widening, mainly due to the relocation of automobile production and investment in import machinery. The next one is the import are growing quickly. French populace buys a full-size quantity of imported goods, which are offered at cheaper fee on the nearby market as compared with the merchandise that are made in France. So the exchange deficit aside from services reach up to $90.8 billion, the weak shipments from the automotive, shipbuilding, aeronautics, and offering sectors harm export, with imports remain greater dynamic than export. So next, we will give up the solution. The French President Emmanuel Macron took a chance to favor an open Europe that protects and is able to promote the economic interests of companies and ensure respect for our interests and adherence to international trade rules. Next, in partners provision, ensuring fair competition and also encourage the introduction of safeguard clause or adjustment mechanism so as not to disable stabilize the most vulnerable sectors. And the next one, defense proposal regarding the monitoring of agreements to guarantee genuine reciprocity by ensuring that our trade partners deliver the commitments that companies can fully benefit from the opening of the market. And next, bind partners to comply with the major international agreements of the International Labour Organization (ILO) and the environmental agreements. Next is advocating the implementation of binding sustainable development provision in Brazil, the non-compliance of which may be subject to dispute settlement mechanism. And lastly, the CETA action plan aims to make negotiation more transparent, which is a central focus of President Macron. Its main aim is to involve civil society and the parliament more closely and to provide better information on negotiation and their impact. So now it comes to the conclusion. The issue is that France's economy isn't developing as it should, and the future possibilities do now not seem beneficial if France is to hold on the identical path. As the non-public areas shrinks and the public or authorities area expand, the room for increase continues to diminish. The contemporary situation suggests that France can be getting into the downward spiral of increasing debt. As a result of this, French companies have had much less room for investment, development, or market innovation, and increase reading the phrases of alternate approach that the value of export is growing relative to the fee of import. The country can afford to buy greater imports with the sales from its export. And lastly, but with some selection and action made, the France authorities helps a balanced trade policy, which ensures the get entry tool of French agency to overseas market, however, preserve collective sensitivities and alternative and promotes compliance with the Paris Agreement, are important to make certain to get entry tool of French commercial enterprise to overseas market to increase their exports, transparency to provide better information on negotiation. So that's all from us from the International Trade of France. So with that, we thank you.